portion of those controversial exams.
On the news today, they're talking about Common Core. Now, I know there's a lot of controversy on it and all that, and I'm not too terribly concerned, but check this out here.
That's 3 cubed and over 3 squared. What grade is this?
8th grade.
Okay, he just said that's 3 cubed over 3 squared, and obviously there's the Common Core controversy bug there. Now, and they're talking about this being 8th grade, and that this is way too complicated. Well, first of all, that guy is allegedly a math teacher, okay? 3 to the 2nd power is 3 squared. 3 to the 3rd power is 3 cubed, not 3 to the 4th power. So apparently somebody here does need to take the Common Core. That's the first one on this. Now, another thing I wanted to mention on this before I go on to the next topic is just because they're scaring the kids with a little 2 above the 3 and a little 4 superscripted by the 3 does not make this a difficult problem. Okay? All it is a different notation, a different way of writing it. That's all. Some people put plus signs when they mean an ampersand. It's just a different way of writing it. That's all it is. So all the teacher has to do is tell the kids that if you see a little number up there, then what you do is you take the main number, which in this case is 3, and you times 3, like 3 to the 4th power here is 3, times 3, times 3, times 3. Okay, now 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And then one more I need a calculator for because I can't count that high. But even so, it's simple math, it's constants. There's nothing here, and of course if I had a pen and paper I could work it out. Okay, this is difficult. Last I remembered I learned multiplication, I think in the 3rd fucking grade. So if you kids can't do this by 8th grade, we got a problem here. There's nothing to be scared of. All you do is just write it, just translate it into a form that you're more familiar with. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then do the math and figure it out. It's that easy. Nothing complicated here. Okay, now here is the other one. This is another one where there's a lot of verbiage here, okay? Definitely a lot of verbiage, and it's trying to make itself out to be almost like an SAT question, okay? That's where they're tricking you. But just to break it down, in the number 344,586, how many times greater is the value represented by the 4 in the 10,000ths place than the value represented by the 4 in the thousandths place? So really, all they're saying here, okay, is they're talking about places. Now, I remember learning this in the 1st grade. Ready? See if you remember. Follow along here. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. Okay, so how many times greater is the 4 in the 10,000ths place compared to the other 4? Okay, now 1 times 10 is 10. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times 10 is 1,000. 1,000 times 10 is 10,000. Okay, so we're just multiplying by 10. It's a base 10 number system that we use. Very simple. Okay, multiply by 10. So if that number's here and everything else is 10 times, 10 times, 10 times to get to the next place, then obviously that is going to be 10 times as well. The answer must be B. See how she does.
10,000ths place than the value represented by the 4 in the thousandths place. How is a 4th grader supposed to understand this? I'm 22 and I don't.
So she's 22 and she doesn't understand this. So anyway, I'm not an advocate of Common Core. I'm not saying anything good or bad about it. But as far as I can tell, at least what they're showing on this news broadcast here, This is pretty simple math. They're saying it's like 8th grade, 10th grade stuff. Fucking college student can't figure it out. Get off of fucking Facebook. Stop going on Shitter. Stop fucking around with social media and fucking study, and maybe you'll goddamn learn something for a change. Holy shit, this is simple fucking stuff here. This is not complicated stuff. It's very simple. It's broken down very easily. Okay? Now, if there's going to be people out there that are going to say, well, you know, this could be really difficult for some people. Well, yeah, it may. And a lot of it, I will certainly give you the benefit of the doubt that, see, look, ongoing fuckbook chat. Why? Why? It doesn't need to be there. But like I was saying, a lot of it is based on how well the teacher teaches in the class. Now, I had a teacher one time, a math teacher, and I went up to them and I said to them, listen, my grade in this class is completely dependent upon your performance as a teacher. That was kind of a kick in the ass, saying, do good for me and I'll do good for you, which in turn does good for myself. And it happened. I got an A. Okay, was I always good in math? Yeah, wasn't bad. More complicated stuff, it's a pain in the ass. Understood. But if kids today can't handle this, and it's pretty simple stuff, and they're saying this is 8th, 10th grade stuff, we learned algebra in the first fucking grade, but they didn't call it that. They didn't tell us. And when we learned algebra, everybody was shitting their brains out because they didn't know what to do. They didn't understand it. The teacher sucked. And all it was, you remember when you were a kid and they had an equation there, and they had 5 plus, and then there was a box, not an X, but it was 5 plus box equals 9. Okay? And he said, ooh, well, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, 4. 5 plus 4 equals 9. There you go. That's simple algebra. That's all they had to do was tell me that, and it would have been so much easier later on. But now suddenly we don't know our places anymore. We don't know what the difference between squared and cubed is, and we're math teachers. Get it together, people. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.